All right. Welcome to Experience the People podcast, where we talk about the latest trends, topics, and interesting people. I'm your host, JL, the Anti-Guru, and today we're going to be discussing why create content. So the question is, why do you want to create content? Now, there's a couple of different levels. The surface level is that it's fun. You enjoy creating content. You want to put something out there that you think people would enjoy. You enjoy creating the content. The next thing is what a lot of us do is we want some fame. We want to make some money. And then a deeper level is legacy. So what do we mean about legacy? Legacy is you're creating content that maybe your children, your grandchildren will be able to go back and look at and listen to figure out what you are about, who you are, and that can inspire them to become content creators themselves, or to just become the best versions of themselves. Because how many of you ask yourself, do you think you were created to do something big? I know myself, I felt like that. I remember years ago, before my grandmother passed away, I've been in a couple of car accidents. I had a lot of tragedies, different things that could have taken my life. And my grandmother, she said, you know, God's got something special for you because the devil keeps trying to kill you. So I don't know how many of you identify with something like that, but many of us think that we were created for something bigger than ourselves. So that's some of the motivations and the surface levels and deeper levels of why you should create content. But let's dig into this a little bit deeper. There are 7 mountains of influence, and I'm going to rattle these off to you, and then we're going to go back over them. Number 1 is arts and entertainment and sports. I mean, something that you're good at. You know, how many people are good at sports? You might want to share your knowledge of sports or entertainment or arts. Next one is business. You want to make it to the top. You want to make that money. You want to be a big business owner. You want to increase your level of your style of living. You want to live a better life. Many of us want to do that. That's one of the reasons why a lot of us get into business, start businesses of our own, and become entrepreneurs. Number 3 is education. Number 4 is family. Number 5 is government. Number 7 is media, which is one of the toughest ones to do. And then finally, religion. I know a lot of people are going to stay away from that topic because it's a risky thing. But those are some of the 7 mountains of influence. So you want to think about which one of these do you want to tackle as far as being an influencer in these areas. So whether it's arts and entertainment and sports, business, education, family, government, media, or religion. Now we're going to talk about, as you're creating your content, we've all heard about building your brand. And there are 2 types of brands. There's your personal brand and your business brand. You know, I would suggest, and this is based on some information. I watched a video earlier today about this topic. That's why I wanted to share it with you. The bigger your personal brand is, the better your business can grow. Because think about Elon Musk and Tesla. I mean, you know, who is Elon Musk? Everybody knows who Elon Musk is. They know about Tesla. So the thing is, how do you want to be known? Elon Musk is basically a pioneer in a lot of different areas. You know, he's got his cars with Tesla. He's got his space program. And he is pushing the envelope and moving forward and creating new technologies and new ways for us to live. So the next thing is you need to know where you want to create your content. And so there's lots of different places where you can create your content. You can create comedy content. You can do pranks. You can talk about politics, dating. How-to is a big thing. Men and women. The conspiracy. I know I've got a friend who his channel is really based on the different conspiracies that are going on in this country between the racial issues. So he does very well because he puts out topics that are very, very controversial, and he's talking about the conspiracies that he believes that are going on in this country when it pertains to people of color. The next thing is history or books. So you can write about these things. You can do video, or you can do podcasts like I'm doing today. But video turns into everything. You can take video, you can turn it into a podcast. You can have somebody write an article about your video. But what you want to do is you want to create a wow experience, no matter what genre or what topic you want to go to. So you need to pick and choose which community you want to belong in, because it's the community that will bring you the fans, that will bring you subscribers, that will bring you followers. Again, I want to reference Apple. People who are iPhone users, they are fanatical about iPhones, and they don't care the cost of what it is. If it's $800, when the new iPhones come out every year, there are people who, they may have just bought an iPhone last year, but when the new one comes out, they're going to get it because they've created a community and a culture surrounding their products. And that's one of the reasons why Apple has been so successful. They started out creating this rebel community, that you're different from everyone else. You don't do the things that everybody else does. And there are lots of people who identify and resonate with that message. So the thing is, I want to impress upon you is when you're trying to build your brand, and you want to build your personal brand, because your personal brand can carry over into your business. And again, I've referenced Elon Musk, I've referenced Apple, and these are some of the examples that you can model after. Because remember, video is a powerful medium. Over 90% of all content is consumed in video form. So if you're not creating video content, you're doing yourself a disservice. However, there are all kinds of forms of content creation that can bring you the success that you're looking for. So this is going to be an ongoing series. I've been talking about YouTube, I've been talking about videos, and the impact that they can have on your personal brand and your business brand. But this is just a small piece, because the video that I watched was almost an hour long, and there was a lot of information, and I didn't want to overwhelm you with too much of this. But I want to recap. Remember, there are different levels of why you want to create content. The surface level is, again, it's fun. The second, number two, it can bring you fame and fortune. A deeper level is the legacy. Remember that. When you're creating content, especially with video, you will be able to put content out there that will last a lifetime. That's the benefit of YouTube. Your videos can grow over time, as opposed to other video outlets where it's in the news feed, and after hours or days it moves down the news feed and you don't see them anymore. But YouTube is different. Again, let's talk about the 7 mountains of influence, and you want to pick one and climb up that mountain. Number 1 is arts and entertainment, sports, business, education, family, government, media, and religion. So when you're thinking about your content creation, think about these 7 mountains of influence and where you want to place your influence. But remember, you need to pick one. It's just like in business. We've heard people talk about multiple streams of income. And I've said this before. I was on a video call earlier today talking with a young lady, and she had a lot of good ideas. She had 2 or 3 different things that she said she wanted to do, and all were good ideas. But the advice that I gave her is you need to pick one, because pick one thing and become an expert. If you're an expert in one area, now you can create influence, you can create a following, and once you built that and it's doing whatever it is, whether it's for you to just simply have influence, or you're trying to earn an income, then you can spread out into other areas. But if you try to cast out a broad net, you usually will not have the success that you're looking for, because you can't focus on 3 or 4 different things or more and really be effective. So, well, Little John just said what? It's about time for us to go. I didn't want to keep you on here too long. Remember, next week, guys, I am going to interview, I'm going to have 2 interviews, but next week I'm going to be interviewing Pastor Nathan Munford of Calvary Holiness Church in Winston-Salem. That's an interview you don't want to miss. He is an influential person. He is dynamic, and it's going to be a great interview. I am excited about talking to this gentleman. He's also the pastor. I am also a member of that church, so I wanted to let you know he's going to be coming on Monday at 7 p.m. And remember my motto, the 3 R's: respect yourself, respect others, and always, always take full responsibility for your actions. All right, this is JL, the Anti-Guru, signing off. Remember, we're on every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until next week, later.